on the far side are fluttering away towards where we are. We are in the East of England Cooperative stand. Wolves supporters in the top tier of the Cobbold stand, and a few of them in a small block at the bottom tier where it meets the Sir Alf Ramsey stand behind the goal away to our right, the Sir Bobby Robson stand away to our left. Ipswich in blue shirts, white shorts and blue socks. Wolves all in gold, which I know is a sight to please the eyes of Tomo alongside me.
I even said that the other night, didn't I? So Wolves will be in their all gold strip for the game at Ipswich. And look, say they've done really well in it. They've got 7 points out of the last 3 games. They've got to go on and build from that now. Look, there's no reason why. You've got Cunha coming back after today's game. You've got a great bench when you're looking at it. And also as well, you've got a team out there who know how to win games and know how to play games. And that's what they've got to do as a squad now, see off this season.
So it'll be Ipswich to get us underway. And the players will take a knee as we send the message that there is no room for racism. And so here we go. A giant roar around Portman Road. Last time we were here was in the League Cup last season when Wolves raced into an early 2-goal lead in the opening quarter of an hour. Wang and Totti, and then somehow conspired to lose the game. Not one of Gary O'Neill's finest moments of that campaign.
Well, just looking straight away, they've got a throw in on the far side, and already they've got a long throw.
Yeah, they're going to launch in towards the penalty area.
I think that's just going to show you what kind of play they're going to do. Just try and bombard us at every attempt they can get.
It was away by Manetzi. It's with Johnson on the right-hand side, midway inside the Wolves half, infield to Morsey. Under pressure from Bellegarde, goes backwards to O'Shea. And O'Shea leaving it for Morsey, just to the left of the centre circle. Pulling it backwards to O'Shea. So they've got O'Shea, Townsend and Palmer, all former Albion players. Morsey, Wolverhampton born, to Nzabi, who had a spell at Villa. There's plenty of Midlands factors at play as Manetzi closes down on Nzabi. Another Ipswich throw about 15 yards inside the Wolves half on the Ipswich right-hand side. Morsey under pressure from Andre. Nzabi goes back into his own half to O'Shea.
I know there's only a minute and a half gone. That's what you're going to have to do against this Ipswich side, is make sure you just close them down. Don't give them any time. They're going to get pretty direct, I would think, a lot of the time. I know they're trying to play from the back now, but I think they'll try and go a little bit more direct up to Delap up front.
And Ciso, midway inside the Wolves half, back to Kiyuste. Now for O'Shea on the centre spot, playing it low to his left-hand side to Burgess. Down the line, looking for Townsend, little flick from Enciso, but Semedo read it. So João Gomez has lost possession, and Ciso infield to Delap, 25 yards from goal, right inside of the box to Johnson. Low cross deflects high off Nuri. Totti with the header away. Picked up on the right-hand side. Morsey has a chance to deliver a cross in. And Ciso got something to it, but Manetzi can turn and just hoof the ball clear, but Burgess has plenty of time to collect.
Yeah, just seen a little glimpse of what they're going to do. A little mistake by us, missed pass, and already Ipswich starting the front foot, getting at us. And that's what we can't afford to do. Just give them anything that's going to allow them to put pressure on us.
To Nzabi with a pass forwards for Morsey. Just about found in Ciso, but Manetzi battle away with Kiyuste, and Kiyuste managed to flick the ball down the line for Townsend. Onto Delap, left-hand side of the box. Townsend on the overlap, his cross in. There's a touch on it from Agbadou, and Bellegarde beats Nzabi to it to clear it for a throw.
Yeah, already they're just getting a little bit more out of the game than us. And that's where we've got to do better. So, like, you just saw Manetzi there. They're the duels that he's got to win. You're looking at their players. They're trying to get the fans behind them. They're waving his arms. one of the players on the Ipswich team trying to get the fans, the home fans behind them.
Yeah, that precious little to shout about here at Portman Road this season. Wolves need to do a job to quieten them down in this opening period.
And that's where we've got to stop those little mistakes.
Kiyuste's long throw in, there was a flick on, but it was away by Manetzi. To Nzabi, first loose ball, but Bellegarde has stolen it from him. Wolves on the counter-attack. Bellegarde over the halfway line to the midway point of the half. Looking up and seeing the runners on the inside right. Bellegarde just being held up by two players, and eventually he takes a tumble as Johnson got back to him. And across comes Andre to take possession and go back to Totti just inside his own half.
Yeah, that's better, but I like Bellegarde to go straight at him. He's checked back and he's just allowed the Ipswich players to get back at him. He's got 1 versus 1. He did brilliant to get the ball initially. But that's where you've got to try and expose those defenders. 1 versus 1, test him.
That's where that just little bit of lack of pace that Wolves have in the forward areas is shown up. Weren't able to get players up there with him in time. Manetzi and Larson were trying their best. Bellegarde gets it again from Andre. Midway inside the Ipswich half, about 5 in from the left-hand touchline. Back to Andre, to Agbadou, just short of the base of the centre circle. Plays it out to the right-hand side to Doherty. Back to João Gomes in the defensive line. That shock of blonde/white hair, making him easy to spot in the sunshine in Suffolk. João Gomes stepping away from Morsey, showing a good turn of pace up towards the edge of the box. To his left-hand side to Aït-Nouri, the pull back to Bellegarde, onto his left foot, striking just over the top of the crossbar. Similar position to where Jørgen Strand Larsen was able to score from the other night, but he couldn't quite keep that strike down, Jean-Rickner Bellegarde.
I think that's a chance for me. I think that's a chance just inside the penalty area. He struck it well, but just gone underneath it, unfortunately, on his left side. Got to hit the target for me. Got to hit the target.
Are you surprised he didn't go with it right-footed when
it
first came to him?
Yeah, he's more favourable foot, and he did have an opportunity, but I just think that he's got a chance there. He's got a chance to hit the target. Anything on target, I don't think the keeper's getting it because how close he is at the goal.
Yeah, and there are bodies in the way as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
Wouldn't have had a good view.
No, he wouldn't. He struck it well, but that's where you've got to, when you get those positions, that's where you've got to test the keeper or hit the target.
There's a clever pullback by Aït-Nouri, one of the players we spoke about before game. And thinking about, Aït-Nouri's just slipped here, and that's allowed Johnson to get the ball, but Aït-Nouri with a foot in. Need a big performance from Rayan today.
Yeah, again, it's little things like, I know he's slipped there, but it wasn't a great ball from Totti. He's played it to the side, and that's where you've got to play it to feet. For me, I think you've got to get to Aït-Nouri, and that's what made him slip over. Look, he should deal with it, and I know he lost his footing, but if he plays that to his feet, he's getting the ball easier.
Yeah, Lee Naylor always talks about safe side, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
You play it one side, even if he does miscontrol it, his other leg's behind him, he can keep hold of the ball. As was there, he slipped and presented possession back to the home team. Kiyuse inside the centre circle, back into his own half to Burgess. Big Australian back to Dara O'Shea, to short of the centre circle. A short pass to Morsey, back to O'Shea. Now Burgess looking for Townsend, being trapped all the way by Semedo. And the ball is in behind the Wolves' defence. Doherty will play it back to Jose Sarr in his luminous pink goalkeeper kit today. Yes, Tomo, I'm sure I will look lovely in it, just before you say that.
Go with your eyes, mate.
Here's Aït-Nouri trying to switch the play out to the right-hand side for Semedo. João Gomes to Aït-Nouri. Aït-Nouri's gone walkabout in midfield.
Yeah, nothing unusual there, is there? He did exactly the same against West Ham, didn't he? Was he out on the right wing at one stage?
It's with Doherty. Aït-Nouri's back out on the left now as Agbadou looks that way. First to Totti. Now out to Aït-Nouri. It's blocked off by Johnson at the expense of a throw. The unusual situation today where Vitor Pereira and Luis Miguel are not able to be at the touchline, and Vitor is just up behind us in the press box, just over Tomo's left shoulder.
Got a spare seat here, mate, next to me.
Yeah, I think someone join the commentary if he wants to.
If he wants to, mate.
Andre is fouled just on the halfway line. We might get on telly if they turn the cameras round to see where he is.
Is that why you was doing your hair?
Told you I'm a married man. I don't normally need to do it anymore.
No, to look good, mate. I mean, that's for the
Yeah,
TV.
yeah, only for the TV.
That's what I meant. I don't use insinuating there, mate.
No, I'm saying I wouldn't normally do it. Now that I'm married, I'm letting myself go.
Oh, that's too.
Growing the beard out. Don't need to make any effort anymore.
Still got to impress, mate. Still got to impress.
Got a ring on it, haven't I? Here's Manetzi. Playing the ball backwards to João Gomez, just over the halfway line, back into his own half to Agbadou. First time pass to Totti. Played just over 9 minutes here at Portman Road. Only that John-Rick Bellegarde chance over the top of the crossbar for either team so far.
Yeah.
Agbadou's pass forwards to Manetzi, who helped it on, thinking Semedo had made a run that he'd actually had started to do, Tomo, and then paused when the pass went to Manetzi and not him.
I think he's got to get that in, though. I think he looks out. I understand what he's trying to do, but with the ball where it was played to him, the defender had backed off him. He needs a massive shout, but he's got to have that awareness as well. He's got to have that awareness that he knows that there's nobody on him. Because I say, if he did, so look, he's in a good area where we can actually cause big problems for him.
Lovely interplay between Semedo and João Gomez. Now Bellegarde onto Larson. Here's the penalty area. Strand Larson! Oh, and it's somehow deflected wide and behind for a corner at the near post. He was trying to go for power underneath the goalkeeper. Steve Bull-esque, if you like. And Palmer was equal to it.
Great play. Great play. I thought it had gone past him because he's in on goal and he's did everything right. Oh, I don't think the keeper knew much about it either. He's gone with his feet, and I think it's hit the inside of his 1 foot and gone out of play for a corner. I don't think he knew much about it.
Nuri with the corner, left-footed from the right-hand side. Deep delivery towards the far post. Totti's headed down, awkward bounce and tipped over the crossbar by the goalkeeper. Under pressure from his own man, he didn't know who was there.
Good balling from Nuri. I think he's got to do better there. I'm just watching the replay. It's kind of glanced off his face and it's bounced up and it's come at an angle where the goalkeeper's got to deal with it because he's not sure whether or not it's going to hit the crossbar and come back down. But I think he's got to do better there. I think it's kind of skidded off his face rather than him heading the ball.
Bellegarde with a corner, right-footed from the left-hand side. Again, Ipswich, everybody back to defend. One arm in the air for Bellegarde. He's waiting. Now we'll try and deliver it into the danger zone. Comes the edge of the box. João Gomez striking, and it's charged down by Broadhead. And behind for another Wolves corner, and this is a good spell of pressure.
It is. I was just about to say that. I think it's been a good spell of pressure, I think, throughout the game so far. I know Ipswich have tried a couple of times to put the ball into our area from 2 throw-ins and a couple of crosses, but there's been some good play from Wolves.
Back to Nuri, left-footed from the right-hand side. Again, the in-swinging delivery. Again, it's a deep one. Andre to try and head it back in, but he was trying to cushion it down rather than just heading it back into the congested 6-yard box, and it went harmlessly behind for a goal kick.
He's got to put that across the goal, hasn't he? I'm just trying to work out what he was actually trying to do. So, look, it wasn't one of his best headers. But there's been some good quality put in there, though.
Flick out towards Johnson. Nuri trying to get a foot in. So did Bellegarde. And Manetzi ends up fouling Kayuste. Sue says, feeling a bit nervy as Ipswich are fighters, hoping the mentality that VP has passed to the players is on show. 2-1 Wolves. Come on, lads. Rob from Calgary, currently watching from Swansea. Says, nice to say hello to you and Nails of the West Ham game. I think Tomo may have been searching for Bovril. Same result as Tuesday night, please. Kayuste with a big crossfield ball out to Johnson on the right-hand side. Closed down by Nuri. Couple of yards from the corner flag. It deflects off Nuri, and that's going to bounce out of play for a corner.
Yeah, this is where they can't switch off. So they've had a good spell of play, Wolves. But this is where they can't switch off now because they'll fancy the chances on the set piece. So we haven't been great this season. I think we've got better, but
well,
they'll still fancy the chances.
That fallacy from set pieces that Achilles heel, if you like, was on show with that winning goal for Ipswich.
Yeah, that was a big blow, wasn't it? After getting ourselves level.
Corner left-footed from the right-hand side, so an in-swinging delivery for Ipswich. It's deep towards the far post, and did that come off a Wolves' head? It did. It was off Semedo.
Yeah.
Another corner, this time from the opposite side.
Well, you see what they're trying to do. Put it into an area there, whipping it in with pace. I think it's Burgess that's taking it from the other side, so an out swing. Townsend. Be a big swinging outside this time.
Burgess and O'Shea are stood just beyond the penalty spot towards the far post. And Ciso in there, Delap at the near post, and two players in and around Jose Sarr.
Yeah, I'm still not happy with that edge of the box though. Nobody near him.
It's an out-swinging delivery this time, headed away by a stooping Aït-Nouri. Morsey brings it down, back out to Townsend. Pulling it back to Morsey midway inside the half, just the left of centre. Trying to stand it back in, and Manetzi has to deal with it. Put his head to it. O'Shea pulling it back to Johnson. Now to Nzabi. Johnson back out to the right-hand side to O'Shea. He's shown infield by Manetzi, finds in Ciso. And then Ciso looking to drill it out to the left-hand side. Still plenty of blue shirts waiting for the cross.
Well, they've lifted everybody up, haven't they? They're waiting for it, but Wolves doing pretty well so far. Just delaying. Oh,
Bellegarde nearly stole it. Kayuste trying to flick onto Enciso. Agbadou with him. Townsend blocked by Agbadou, and that's going to spin and go out for a throw by the corner flag.
Yeah. So look, they got through somehow, but Agbadou stood strong there, didn't he? So he checked the block of the runner, and also as well then blocked the effort from the Ipswich players to put it across. But that's where they can't switch off. They can't allow people to run past them.
It'll be like a corner this, as Kayuste gets set to launch in the long throw towards the edge of the 6-yard box, away by Strand Larson. Nzabi can go and collect it about midway inside the Wolves half, 10 in from the left-hand touchline. Turns and hits a right-footed diagonal, headed back into the danger zone, and Delap gets there ahead of Jose Sarr, and Ipswich strike first. Sarr is fuming at something, but the big high ball towards the far post, put back in, and Wolves didn't have the numbers to deal with it.
Well, there you go. They fancied themselves on the set piece. I don't know what they're arguing about, the Wolves players. They're not happy about something. Oh, he might have been offside. I'm just watching the replay of a screen down in front of me. I think they're having a look at whether or not he was offside with the original header back.
Yeah, there's two elements to check on it, and Peter Banks is just saying to hold fire for a second.
Well, the Wolves fans, players I should say.
I think he's onside.
Yeah. So that's the one point thing we haven't got. We haven't got the monitors today. There's a VAR check anyway, checking for offside. That's come on the screen.
The big frustration for Wolves is how Delap was able to
get away,
ghost in there really unmarked.
Switched off. Well, that's what the centre forwards do, though, isn't it? They have a gamble, and that's exactly what Delap did.
Well, this is a longer wait than I thought it was going to be.
Well, I saw the screen just down in front of me here before you come on yours, because I think the television are just in front of us here, the row down, and the ball looked like he had a chance of being offside when the ball was played.
Well, from the angle I can see, it looks clearly onside, but they must be seeing something different.
But it was when the ball was played, where he's come from. I know it looks like he's onside with the header, but it was when the ball was kicked, I think they're looking at.
Well, Andy Madley is the VAR. And I'm looking down on the TV screens for the Sky commentators down in front of us.
Yeah,
they've still got the pause that we have, and this is turning into quite a lengthy stoppage. And it gives you hope that Wolves might be able to get a little bit of a let-off here.
Yeah, it was the initial one. So I know you've got it on your screen there, but it was when the ball was actually played that it looked like he was offside.
No goal
I'll
given.
give it. Yeah. Wishful thinking, as you could say. But again, got to stay with the runner. You can't afford it. That second ball you've got to deal with. And considering we had a decent spell, we've had a couple of opportunities to concede so easily like that. Again, they fancy themselves on set pieces.
Camel straight back quickly and say by the fine margins, by the inside of the leg of Alex Palmer, Strand Larsen would have put Wolves in front. As Delap plays it out of play for a throw.
It's just too cheap, isn't it, for the goal to give? You've got to be better than that. And we have been better. That's the disappointment thing about it. We have defended corners really well. But typical centre forward on the front foot and getting across the defenders, switching off. And that's why centre forwards get goals. And he's definitely got goals this season for them.
Semedo down the line for Manetzi. Attempted early cross, blocked off by Burgess. It'll be another Wolves corner.
Yeah, and you look at the corners what we've had. We've got a free header. And it, as I said, what was he, 6 yards out? We've had the Gomez shot.
Yeah, Wolves have had some really good
Yeah, they have.
opportunities.
You've got
Four good ones in the opening
Bellegarde,
quarter of an hour.
and then you go at the other end and concede. That's something only we can do, isn't it? Unfortunately.
Nuri with a corner, left-footed from the right-hand side. 4 bodies beyond the far post. Nuri swings in. Oh, it's off the line, is it? And somehow scrambled away by Kayuste for another corner.
Oh, I don't know what happened there. I
think it was Totti throwing his body at it.
I don't know if he's gone underneath it. Oh, he's missed it. And it's come off the Ipswich player standing right in front of him. Any contact, he's scoring there. Oh.
Bellegarde with a corner, right-footed from the left-hand side. Deep delivery towards the far post. Easy take for the goalkeeper this time. Pressure alleviated.
Yeah, but you've just seen what the last
I've
minute,
just seen another replay of that Totti
he's
chance.
missed it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Last minute or two, what's just happened, you can see the goal, and you've got an opportunity to put yourselves level, and you miss it.
And here comes Enciso. Ipswich on the break. Andre, brilliant bit of tracking and defending. Takes possession from him. João Gomez to Semedo. Manetzi infield to João Gomez. Over the halfway line. Going to hit a crossfield diagonal ball to Nuri. Control with his head. Johnson got back to him, but Wolves get the throw.
Yeah, well played out, Nuri. Difficult ball to him, took it on his head to start with. One of their subs has just told one of the fans to keep the ball until Nuri got the other ball, and then told him to throw it on the pitch. So just a waste of time.
Nuri gets the throw back from João Gomez and then was fouled, and Wolves get a free kick about 10 yards from the corner flag, a yard in from the left-hand touchline.
Yeah, I don't know what Johnson's moaning about. He's gone past him and he's brought him down.
Bellegarde and Nuri having a conversation as to who's going to take as Doherty, Totti and Agbadou make their way forward. Manetzi and Larsen in there as well. Andre joining them. Bellegarde right footer, Nuri left footer. And Ciso is a one-man wall, a couple of yards outside the penalty area. Outside the right-hand side of it as Ipswich look downfield. 22.5 minutes played, midway point of the half. Wolves trailing by a goal to nil. Bellegarde in towards the near post, and it was Totti who tried to help it on its way, but it just hits the side netting.
Yeah, the quality's got to be better in there. So like he was always going to find it difficult to get any kind of decent contact on that. Just got to get themselves up. Was it 23 minutes gone? So like goal down where they've had good chances. Ipswich have got off set piece, diagonal ball played through and switched off a little bit. And I knew it was going to be something like that what was going to catch us. We've got to do better. We've got to do better in those situations. But that's the reason why he scored the goals that he has.
There's Bellegarde on the turn, Trying to play it down the left-hand side for Ait Nouri. And there is an offside flag up against Rain Ait Nouri. Corey Dunn says, my son and I are listening in Pennsylvania. Let's get a win, Wolves. Chris is listening in on his ski bus back to Geneva from Chamonix after a day learning to ski. Come on, me babbies. A draw will do. A win even better. At Mikey Burrows, if you want to get in touch on X. Wolves trailing by a 1-0. And Delap's cushioned header is going to go out of play for a throw. Oh, Stan Larsson's gone down off the ball. What's going on there?
Well, I think he's trying to say the Ipswich player caught him with his arm, I think, in his face.
Tuanzebe and Larsson getting a bit of a talking to. And told to calm things down by Peter Banks. Ait Nouri with the throw to Larsson. Tuanzebe at his back. Bounces off Johnson and goes back to O'Shea into his own half to Burgess. Now Kayuste in the centre circle. His left-hand side. And Ciso up against Semedo. I think Larsson had just tried to make a run and Johnson didn't. Tuanzebe didn't quite know where he was and stuck an arm out. Not much in that, really. A crossfield ball by Doherty. Totti having to go deeper in his half to collect it than he wanted to, about 10 yards from the corner of his box. Looks to hit it long up towards the run of Ait Nouri. O'Shea is forced to just pump it out of play for a Wolves throw.
See, I don't think it's a bad ball. Turn the defenders. You got pace up there, you're running after it. And that's what Totti should have done the other night a couple of times. He did it in the first half, but he's in the second half. Got caught a couple of times, and that's the ball that, if you know it's coming, that you got runners running onto it. And the defenders find it difficult to deal with it, going back towards the goals, own goals as well.
There's Ait Nouri, two players in front of him, having to go backwards to Agbadou, into the centre circle to Doherty, back to Agbadou, wide to Totti, just over halfway, trying to clip the ball forwards for the run of Larsson, but that'll go harmlessly through to Palmer. Keeping an eye on Vitor Pereira just behind me and seeing what the body language is like.
Well, I don't think he'll be happy with the goal is conceded.
Agbadou playing the ball forwards. That's going to go through to the keeper again. So it's not like Wolves are playing badly, and they have created good opportunities and they've tested Ipswich from set pieces, but they trail by 1-0.
Yeah, well, that's what I said to you. You've got to be more clinical in this division. Don't care.
Doherty.
That's not a foul.
Well, Delap jumped up early and Doherty just turned away from him and Delap landed awkwardly and free kick has been given Ipswich's way.
What does he want Doherty to do? Doherty's not even moved. He's standing there already. Delap's come jumping up and the referees give a free kick. That's a bad decision for me off upon the referee. He's not even moved.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could make a case that Doherty's made a bit of a back for him, but it's not up to Doherty to see him down safely if Delap goes up early.
That's what I'm saying. What does he want to do? Tell him to run out the way.
I think he wants him to catch him.
That's the wrong game, mate. That's the rugby line-outs that way.
Townsend stood over the ball. Kayuste, Johnson, O'Shea amongst those in the penalty area. It's hanging high towards O'Shea. His header down was blocked. It comes back to him and he fires it across the face of goal. And now the play for a Wolves throw, about 10 yards from the right-hand corner flag, but they are going to pause it, I think, to check a possible handball. No, we're okay. Semedo's attempted clearance, charge down, another throw.
I think as well, they're going to have to get something with O'Shea at this back post on Nate Nuri, because he's won the headers back across again. You're going to have to do something to try
Not a good clearance. Here's Morsey, lines up a shot from distance, and it's easily taken by Jose Sarr at the second attempt. 29 minutes played. Wolves still trailing by a goal to nil. Totti to try and clear up towards halfway. Tuanzebe's header forwards is going to go out of play for a Wolves throw.
Yeah, I think the referee's going to have a word with Delap. Totti was on the touchline. He's pushed him straight in the back into the hoardings, I think. I think the referee's too happy with it. And yeah, Totti neither.
Nuri with the throw. It's not really an option down the line. Andres flicked it round the corner. Bellegarde wins it back. Nuri charged down by Broadhead. Of course, Ipswich have something to protect now, so they can press high and hurry Wolves up and hope that Wolves just kick it long, knowing that there isn't the pace in behind for Wolves to trouble the defensive line. That's exactly what happened. A header away by O'Shea. Totti can clear. Good cushioned header down by Larson for Bellegarde. Looking for the run of Manetzi, but there's too much on that pass from Bellegarde. It goes through to the keeper.
He's got to go down the side for me. Bellegarde. Manetzi's running down towards his left-hand side, and he's played it right over the top of him. He's always going to go through to the keeper. If he plays down the side, at least he's giving Manetzi just an opportunity to actually run onto it.
Header won by Johnson. Cross comes Agbadou to deny Broadhead. Totti clears over halfway. O'Shea wins in the air. Andre brings it down. And then was he caught? No. Peter Banks was right in front of it. Says no foul. And then we'll give one to Ipswich for pretty much the same challenge.
Yeah.
Here comes Enciso. Runs into João Gomez. No foul this time. Doherty. Can Wolves hit on the counter? João Gomez on his outside on the right-hand side. Wasn't the best of passes to him. And Enciso got back, and he's trying to rile up the home fans.
Well, he's been doing it most of the game. He's trying to get the crowd going.
He just picked up the ball and then threw it behind Semedo, but so the ball didn't go out of play. And Peter Banks is going over there to have a word.
Well, that's what tactics they're using at the minute, haven't they? They've done it a couple of times down in this left-hand corner where they've got somebody to throw the ball on, or they've let the ball come on past them.
Well, that should be a yellow the next time he does that. Throw into Larson. Back to Andre, midway inside the half, to Agbadou, to Totti in the centre circle. A short pass for Bellegarde, back to goal. Going to play it back to Totti on halfway. And Wolves have gone from being down about 10 yards from the right corner flag all the way back to Jose Sarr. Cleared downfield. Larson wins it in the air, but he pushed Burgess, says Peter Banks.
I was going to say, I think again, this referee's just letting little things, and he's just blowing the whistle for everything. He's hardly done anything, Larson.
Larson and Semedo being called over to Peter Banks.
He does know it's a contact sport, that you're allowed to touch people. And I think that's what Larson's arguing with him. He's hardly done anything to him.
I thought Tony Harrington had a pretty poor game on Tuesday night in charge of the West Ham game. I think Peter Banks has been very much in favour of the home side so far today.
Yeah, he's just getting little things that never really needed to be blown, really, with it.
Broadhead down the right side. He's run the ball out of play. Wolves throw. It's past the midway point of the half. His own half. We are 33 minutes into the game. Menetzi's touch to Bellegarde. He's done well to hang on to it. Should get a free kick, surely.
No, well,
Nothing
yeah,
given.
no, and he's give free kicks for less than that.
Morsey just lifting it forwards. Agbadou brings it down deep by his own byline. Looks to kick it up over the halfway line towards Larson, battling away with O'Shea. It's going to be given as an Ipswich throw. And Larson's frustration is growing.
Well,
He's looked and then had a wry smile.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of Wolves players who's growing a little bit. Not give things for Wolves as he has for Ipswich.
Agbadou trying to clear. João Gomez into the feet of Larson. Little flick for Menetzi. Back into the path of Larson. Menetzi looked like he was fouled, and João Gomez is asking that question. And Menetzi now asking a question, saying, where was the advantage there?
And the referee's just waved him away.
Here's Broadhead on the turn, over the halfway line. Aït-Nouri with a foot in. Awkward bounce for João Gomez, has to head it back to Doherty, goes back to Sarr. Puts his foot through it, 10 minutes to go of the half. Larson with the flick on. O'Shea's header away. Controlled by Larson. Back into his own half to Totti. Has to go all the way back to Sarr.
Yeah, they're going to have a rethink, I think. Wolves, with the way that things are going. At the minute, they're not really getting anything out of this game. And they'd be happy just playing into Ipswich's hands here.
Andre, midway inside his own half to Doherty. Feeding the pass into the feet of Menetzi. First time back to Semedo. Now looking for Bellegarde, trying to help it onto one of Menetzi. He was just blocked by Burgess. That was unfortunate. You'd see what Wolves... Oh, the goalkeeper's missed it! Oh, and somehow he scrambled it away off the line. Larson, can he get to it? There's a referee stopping it. What's happened here?
What's he give?
Has the ball gone over the line? What's he given? He's got his arm up in the air. He's given an indirect... Is this an indirect free kick?
I don't understand why he's giving an indirect free kick.
Pass back for the handling of it, perhaps?
But he hasn't picked it up, though, or anything, has he?
No, but it was the pass back for Morsey, and it went under the boot of Palmer. It nearly went over the line. He got his hand to it.
Well, I don't know about that. You're the real man. You're the stat man.
Well,
I don't understand that one. As long as you don't pick it up, I didn't think...
It's definitely not over the line.
No, it's not definitely going over the line. I was just watching.
But I don't quite understand why Wolves get the free kick on the edge of the 6-yard box, because he's touched it on the line.
An indirect free kick.
So if he's touched it on the line, surely the free kick is on the line, or just in front of the line. Wolves have got so many players around this, trying to work out what to do. I don't think they've ever been in this situation. Ipswich are just going to put everybody back on the line, on the goal line. They have to, because it's 6 yards out.
Well, I've never seen anything like that.
Quite remarkable. I mean, it would have been such a calamity had Palmer not recovered to get his hand to it.
Well, they're basically just barricading the goals now. So they've just got everybody on the line.
But Wolves have got to... I mean, they've got so many players on the line. I don't think they can all fit.
I'll tell you what I would do, though. I wouldn't even bother touching it to anybody. I'll just hit it.
Yeah, and see if it deflects off.
Yeah, see if it deflects in. I wouldn't even touch it to anybody.
Well, I think Agbadou wants it.
I would just blast it and hope that it's going to catch somebody and go in the net. Well, I've never seen anything like that before. Because they've got to stay on the line at least.
Semedo's trying to act as a bit of a blocker. The referee's trying to make sure that all of the Ipswich players are back on the line. Larson, Agbadou, Aït-Nouri stood over the ball. It looks like Aït-Nouri's going to touch it.
I wouldn't even touch it.
And there's a yellow card for one of the Ipswich players.
Keeper.
The goalkeeper, is it, for advancing?
Yeah. I wouldn't even touch it. I would just hit it and hope it comes off somebody else.
Larson's trying to say, Peter Banks, can you get out of the way, please? So here we go. The touch to Agbadou, charged down by Morsey. It'll be a corner.
I don't understand that. Well, they didn't just hit it. There's no way that they would have got out the way in time if they just smashed it. soon as you've touched it, they're sprinting off the line because they're not even 10 yards away.
What a bizarre scenario.
Yeah, I just think that
Eight near his corner, headed away by Enciso at the near post. Semedo on the edge of the centre circle. Out to João Gomez on the left, who's trying to put it back in towards Eight Nuri, the taker. Morsi tried to control. Delap tried to deal with it. It's gone high into the air. Agbadou got a head to it. It's gone backwards towards Bellegarde. Bellegarde knocking it past Enciso. Agbadou attempted cross, goes behind for a goal kick.
I just think they got it all wrong there for me. I think that you play a percentage game, don't you? With the amount of bodies that are on the line.
I'm with you, Tomo, because it had, they were going to charge it anyway. So if it hits one of them, it would have been a retake because they would have been off the line. So you call Ipswich's bluff by saying you stay there. As soon as you touch, if you're going to touch it, you've got to pass it backwards.
Well, they're not 10 yards away from the ball to start with. So it's literally as soon as you touch it, as they did, they're going to be sprinting off the line. Yeah, I think they've missed the trick there a little bit. I think that they should have done that. Because how close it was as well. It's a shame. I think that's an opportunity, but I'm still struggling with what actually it was awarded for.
Well, I say it has to have been using your hands from the pass back, but why it was given 6 yards out, I don't know.
Well, they couldn't have gone anywhere else, could they? They can't go in the net.
I'm sure my friend Jackie Early will message me at some point with the explanation of it. And Ciso turning away from Andre, now looking for Delap. Delap up towards the edge of the penalty area, and it's charged down by Andre. And it's going to go out of play for a throw about 15 yards inside the Wolves' half. It's one of those rules that they should really look at, because in that scenario, if Palmer doesn't use his hand, it's a goal. He can't do anything else to stop the ball going over the line.
Well, it's past him, isn't it? It's rolling in.
Yeah, it's almost like you just should award the goal, which was millimetres away from happening. Here's Palmer. What a mistake that would have been for the ex-Albion goalkeeper. Pass straight to Semedo. Semedo with a back heel. Bellegarde. Surely that's a foul, Tomo. He's dragged down on the edge of the box. Andre goes in to take it from Enciso. And Enciso and Andre having a go at each other as the pass falls to Larson, couldn't reach him and goes through to the keeper.
Again, I think this referee's having one for me. I think that some of the decisions that he's made and the ones that he's given to Ipswich, and again, I keep saying it most of the games this year, that consistency level for both teams. How's that not a foul on Bellegarde?
He takes his legs. It's a clear foul.
Got to score now, though. They've got a little bit of an momentum going forward now. Wolves have got to take advantage of this.
João Gomez on the left-hand side, 25 yards from goal. Can Wolves strike back before half-time? They have 3 minutes to do so. And João Gomez again. Pulled backwards to Agbadou. Trying to switch it out towards Bellegarde. Awkward to deal with, but he gets there and holds off Enciso. Trying to play it forwards towards the run of Venezzi. Cleared away. Bellegarde wins it in the air. Semedo gets back to Naika Yuste, who drags him down.
Well done,
Finally,
Semedo.
Wolves get a free kick.
Oh, well, he had to give that one, didn't he? Got hold of him, dragging him back. But yeah, well done by Semedo. They'll get him back. But they've just got to change some kind of play at the minute because Wolves are just standing quite flat against them. They've got to try and break them down somehow.
Here's Semedo, midway inside the Ipswich half, out to the right side to Bellegarde. Couple of touches to set himself up against Townsend. Looking infield for the left-footed cross, curling towards goal, and Palmer backtracking was able to bring it down. Two minutes of the 45 left.
Yeah, there'll be quite a bit added on, I would think, with the couple of stoppages that we've had.
Elsewhere, it finished Everton 1, Arsenal 1. It's 1-1 between Crystal Palace and Brighton. Bournemouth are leading 1-0 away at West Ham. High ball forwards. Bellegarde jumped into Townsend. Ipswich free kick. We're going to be getting 3 minutes being added on. Doesn't feel all that long after the VAR check and then the
goal incident,
bizarre
goal line incident, I should
the
say,
bizarre situation with the indirect free kick. Bellegarde again giving a free kick away on the halfway line. Fouling in Ciso. He's a nasty piece of work, Julian Ciso. He's wrapped up Andre's leg in that incident when Andre was trying to get away from him. And that's one of those that actually you can cause serious injury doing that. That's why Andre was reacting. He wrapped his leg up with his own legs.
Yeah. But they're just trying to wind people up a little bit, as I've seen already in this game. They're just trying to wind them up, the Wolves players, out of one thing or another, leaving the ball, throwing an extra ball on, even getting the crowd to do it at times.
Let's see to João Gomes. Last 10 seconds of the regulation time. Totti's ball forwards towards Larson. Trying to bring it down to Nzebi playing backwards to Johnson. Turns and hooks it away. And a free kick given for Delap, who's enjoying giving a bit of verbals to Agbadou.
Well, he's got the advantage at the minute, he's scoring a goal.
He's headed down here for Broadhead. Heavy touch will allow Agbadou to get his foot through it to clear up towards halfway. Yuste challenging with Bellegarde. Bellegarde challenging with Townsend, and that's going to be a free kick to Ipswich, and everything is going the home side's way at the minute.
Well, there's two teams in this, referee, unfortunately. And at the moment, he's give everything to Ipswich. Every 50-50 challenge that's not suited Ipswich with the outcome of it, he's just give to them.
Nzebi just about evading Manetzi. Andre wins it, but there you go. Surprise, surprise. Down went Broadhead and a free kick given.
Yeah, just got to keep their heads, though, Wolves. We're getting frustrated about some of the decisions what are coming from the referee. Just got to keep the heads.
I know we're biased.
Yeah.
We're always biased, but there's not really any difference between that and Bellegarde's one down by the corner. It's just the player takes the foot. If you're going to give one, you've got to give it the other. That's all we're asking for. A Wolves player goes down and it's play on. An Ipswich player goes down, it's an immediate free kick. That's what it feels like. Talat throws himself to the floor. This time he's not going to get a free kick. There you go. Commentator's curse.
Yeah, but it was so blatant that he threw himself down. He'd have been chuffed with getting a score at diving.
Clever pass to Bellegarde. Bellegarde trying to hold off Kiyuste. Back to Semedo, 20 yards from goal. Clever pass to the right side of the box to Larson. Burgess at his back. Out to Bellegarde on the right side. Left footed cross towards the far post. There was one in the air by Nzebi, and Palmer comes and claims it. Goalkeeper's advantage there to be able to launch up with his arms and get there before any of the three players who were jostling for it. Last 20 seconds of the half. Big high kick from Palmer. Agbadou heading it towards halfway. Manetzi challenged. Andre trying to bring it down. Larson playing it to the right side. Semedo challenging with Townsend. And it fell to Townsend, and that's half time. It's the Ipswich fans on their feet applauding as Andre and Semedo go to have words with Peter Banks at half time. Wolves players clearly frustrated by the way this game has been officiated. They've had good opportunities in it. Bellegarde with a shot over the top of the crossbar to begin it. Strand Larsson's effort deflecting off the legs of the goalkeeper. João Gomez had one deflected wide. Totti could have scored 2 from corners. And even then, a bizarre moment where Palmer let the ball under his boot and just about got back to it that forced an indirect free kick 6 yards out. But the big moment of the game, a big high ball towards the far post, headed back into the 6-yard box, and Liam Delap, the first to react, to put it through the legs of Jose Sarr, gives the home side the advantage at half-time.
Yeah, look, so I think that Wolves probably edged that first half a little bit. So, look, I know Ipswich have got the goal, but they've had opportunities to score. And that's the difference. They've took theirs and we haven't. We've had 3 or 4 good opportunities to put the ball in the net. Again, crazy incident with the free kick, 6-yard box. I don't get the thinking process between them touching the ball to somebody. I know it's indirect, but with the amount of bodies that are on that line and how close they are, you were never going to get time. As soon as you touched that ball, they were sprinting off that. They went 10 yards away to start off with. But I just think we've got to be more clinical, more ruthless in front of goal. It just seems, oh, okay, we've had a chance, we've missed it. They've took theirs and they've put themselves 1-0 up.
The question will be about changes at half-time. Wolves have plenty of attacking ones. It feels like, I mean, we've not seen him for a couple of games, but Hee-Chan Wang or Gonzalo Guedes, somebody to run in behind and get that support up there to Larson and provide that option, because the Ipswich defensive line, Tomo, they're able to push up, aren't they? Because they know that Wolves don't have that.
Well, yeah, they haven't got nothing much going to hurt them at the minute, because Salah, we keep checking back or looking for that pass where we can look out wide. But I think that we've just got to be a little bit more ruthless going forward. I think we've got to be a little bit better getting at them. And I don't think we have. I think we've let them off the hook. I think that Ipswich, okay, have done set pieces. They've worked on them. They've tried to make sure it's difficult for us. They've got the goal from there as well. And that's another thing we've got to look at the back post. Aït-Nouri picking up their centre half. O'Shea, I think it is. Got to do something about that, because he's won 2 headers and come across it, and they've got the goal out of it as well. So it's about making sure that we get up there, keep playing. I think we've got to change our thinking process a little bit with the way that we're playing, because Ipswich will be pretty happy with the way that it's gone.
Half-time then, Ipswich 1, Wolves 0. It's going to have to be a big 45 minutes.
Download the Wolves app today, the only place to watch live academy matches.
Wolves TV, the home of live uninterrupted radio commentary of every single Wolves game. But that's not all. Wolves TV also brings you extended and alternative match highlights, interviews with the team, behind-the-scenes features and training coverage, plus see every goal Wolves score from every angle.
From the volley over the goal! That is simply stunning!
So check out Wolves TV online at wolves.co.uk or on the move via the Wolves app.
Do you need support with your mental health? Life has been very challenging in recent years. With the COVID pandemic and cost of living crisis, we've experienced some difficult times. Wolves Foundation, the club's official charity, continues to run a Head for Health project, focused on helping adults improve their mental and physical well-being. For more details, email healthadmin@wolves.co.uk or call 07971 900 257.
Are you looking for a space to entertain key clients? Got a special occasion coming up and want to treat the family? Or are you just looking to come and watch a game in style? At Molyneux, we've a range of matchday hospitality packages available for every Premier League game.
So much involved in this.
From the pitch and city views of WV1 to the premium a la carte dining in the boardroom, there's something for everyone looking to elevate their matchday experience.
Oh, goodness me!
To find out more and get yourself booked in, visit the hospitality section of wolves.co.uk.
Take a walk through the history of Wolverhampton Wanderers and marvel at our extensive collection of Wolves artefacts. With new exhibits opening all the time, there's plenty to see in the Wolves Museum, so book your trip through old gold history at events.wolves.co.uk.
There's nothing quite like that winning feeling. Now you can be a winner too with Wolves Lottery. There are loads of cash prizes to be won every week, as well as the chance to win unique money can't buy experiences while supporting charities locally and throughout the West Midlands.
Oh, it's a stunning game! It's a stunning moment brought to you by a stunning football team!
From only £1 a week, what are you waiting for? Sign up now and you could be our next weekly big winner. Go to wolves.co.uk and select lottery to find out more.
You've experienced the thrill of Molineux on a match day. Now go behind the scenes with our exclusive stadium tours, taking you from the stands to the dressing room, see when the team donned the old goal, and take your chance to walk out that famous tunnel into the Golden Palace. Book online, and you can even book your own private VIP tour for up to 20 people by emailing museum@wolves.co.uk.
Wolves Foundation is the club's official charity, delivering a range of projects across the local community. The foundation is only able to work across so many different areas thanks to the generous support of funders and the general public. Can you help? Text Wolves and then the value of your donation to 70085.
Get the latest news from Molineux as fast as it happens. Find our regular quickfire podcast, Wolves Express, via wolves.co.uk or wherever you find your podcasts.
The Wolves app, the home of Wolves online and on the move. Get the latest news, video, podcasts, and what's trending. Plus, listen to men's and women's first team commentaries and watch the under-21s. You can even check out the latest merchandise offers from the club shop and create your own highlights. Plus, bid on unique match-worn memorabilia with Wolves auctions exclusive to the Wolves app. Download it now for iOS and Android.
Take the stress out of getting to the game with Wolves' only official off-site matchday parking at the University of Wolverhampton Science Park. Only £8 per match and only a 10 to 15 minute walk to Molineux. It's the perfect place to park for hassle-free entry and exit on a match day. Go to tickets.wolves.co.uk to score yourself a spot.
Do you want to get more active? Wolves Foundation, the club's official charity, runs an Active Through Football project, which helps people of all ages to improve their physical fitness. Sessions are fun, friendly, and have real positive results. To find out the range of activities on offer, contact Liam Turner at wolves.co.uk.
For a regular quickfire update on everything Wolves, search Wolves Express wherever you listen to your podcasts.
The idea of professional soccer in the United States, no one had ever really thought about that. So soccer was dead, and then the Wolves come along.
It should be explained that the United Soccer Association gave North America its first taste of internationally recognized professional soccer in 1967.
Wolves in the 50s were very, very successful. It was the golden era, if you like. It was us and Manchester United. They were the glamour team. We were the scruffs from the Black Country.
The 1966 World Cup was carried by satellite into the United States. So a bunch of sportsmen thought, oh, great, Next great sport, start a league.
I mean, I'd never been out of England. I hadn't even been to Wales.
They said they were touring like a rock band, zigzagging across the country.
Just a completely different world.
People were saying you want some weed, and we thought we're in trouble here.
Free love, flower power. What scored you on?
And the Whips and the Wolves met in a championship playoff game at Los Angeles' Memorial Coliseum to climax the United Soccer Association's inaugural season.
It was madness.
Just the game never seemed to stop.
You didn't need a ball. We're just getting each other.
Now, the match they played has been rated by many observers as the greatest soccer game ever seen anywhere. And we're convinced that you will agree with that conclusion after viewing this film.
There is that legacy in that they proved that it could work.
People will look back and say, what was the history of soccer in this country? And what they do, they have to land at 1967 and say, this is where it all began.
So Wolves are already back up for the second half. Ipswich just coming out now. So there's been a lot of discussion half-time in the press box as to whether Alex Palmer should have been sent off or not. I know this is something going around on social media. I think I have the answer. I have consulted the official laws of the game, and it says the goalkeeper has the same restrictions on handling the ball as any other player outside of the penalty area. If the goalkeeper handles the ball inside their penalty area when not permitted to do so, an indirect free kick is awarded, but there is no disciplinary sanction. However, if the offence is playing the ball a second time with or without the hand to arm after a restart before it touches another player. The goalkeeper must be sanctioned if the offence stops a promising attack or denies an opponent or the opposing team a goal or an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. So I take that to mean that because he wasn't permitted to touch it because it was a pass back, it's an indirect free kick. And
put it this way then, if it was a player did it, what would
back
be
on the
the
way, by
sanction?
the way.
What would the sanction be? Player did it with his hand.
Well, no, I get that, but I say that
Isn't
the
he
rule.
classed as a player?
No,
And
not according to the rule.
Okay, all right. Well, I thought he would be classed as
I
any
understand.
other player.
I agree with you. I think it's denying a clear goal when he can't do so.
No.
But the law says the goalkeeper is not to be sanctioned in that instance, and that's where I think the confusion has come from.
Well, we've kicked off, and I just think that we've got to up our game a little bit now. I think we've got to start to have a think about what we're going to do to this back line of Ipswich.
Now Wolves playing from left to right as we look at it second half. No changes from either side. So Sarr, Semedo, Doherty, Agbadou, Totti, Nuri, Andre, João Gomez, Manetzi, Strand-Larsen and Bellegarde. Palmer in goal for Ipswich, Tuanzebe, O'Shea, Burgess, Townsend, Johnson, Morsey, Broadhead, Kayuste and Ciso, and then Delap. Semedo with a throw just over halfway on the Wolves' right-hand side. Attacking the end closest to where the Wolves supporters are. The Sir Alf Ramsey stand away to our right-hand side. Needs a big 45 minutes. A draw would do. A draw would very much do.
Yeah, but again, we say we've had 3-4 good chances. They've just had the one and took it, and that's the difference at the minute. I just think that we've had chances to put ourselves either level or up front, and we just haven't took them, and that's what we've got to start doing a little bit better. So I don't think there's much between the two sides. If anything, probably Wolves have had a little bit more of the possession, and they've had probably more chances. But you can't keep missing them. You've got to take them.
There's a Nuri down the left-hand side, midway inside the Ipswich half. On to Totti, who's a bit more advanced. Back to Andre. Wide for Totti. He's got a chance to cross it from deep. It's come all the way through to Semedo. Semedo's shot deflected all just behind Nuri. And Johnson got back there to clear. Andre touching it to the left-hand side to Totti. Wolves fans waving the players forwards. Bellegarde for Nuri. Nuri whipping across in. Oh, Tuanzebe just about got control of it and puts it out of play for a throw.
Again, they've been fortunate to sell that one first ball off. Semedo's shot could have gone absolutely anywhere.
Nuri on the turn towards the penalty area at the byline. Low ball back. Oh, Manetzi stabbed it forwards, but he was a long way ahead of the near post and it just went behind for a goal kick.
Great play from Nuri on that left-hand side. Just went past the defender. It's a good ball in. Oh, yeah, he's tried to just like glance it on a little bit, Manetzi. But unfortunately, it's like he's just is it wide with the way that his body was opened up. But good start, and that's what they've got to start doing. They've got to start pushing this back line of Ipswich because it's been pretty easy for them at the moment, playing into their hands. Got to try and put them on the discomfort.
Here's Kayuste over the halfway line. Good challenge by Nuri. Andre's clever turn gets him away from Broadhead, but he goes back into his own half to play the ball inside to João Gomez. He then runs to the same point Andre did and then turns backwards.
Yeah, we've just got to do something that's just going to...
some kind of invisible force field there, Tom.
There must be something. We've got to do something to try and challenge this back line of Ipswich.
There's Bellegarde, inside left, down the line for Nuri. 10 yards from the left-hand corner flag. Nuri pulling back for Bellegarde. Infield to João Gomez. Now Bellegarde again. To clip it forwards towards Larsen on the edge of the box. And away by Townsend. Agbadou and Delap giving chase. Agbadou there first. Trying to play it forwards towards Semedo. Flicked in field, but Kayuste will knock it forwards. Agbadou had already recovered quicker than Delap and finds Totti.
Yeah. Just got to stick. It's got to stay up there. At the moment, we've tried that a couple of times where we've flicked in and it hasn't come off. Just got to keep possession of the ball. Got to just keep going, but you've got to keep going in the right way and keep plugging at this Ipswich team.
Andre to João Gomez, up to the edge of the box. João Gomez striking! Oh, back off the post. It comes back to him. It's deflected and it's behind and it's a corner.
Wow. The keeper's not stopping that, is he, from João Gomez? Great strike. And that's the kind of thing we've got to do. We've got to try and get it. Yeah, it's past the keeper before he's in. And then it's a deflection on the second, the rebound back. Oh, I'm hoping that's not going to be a trend of what's going to happen in this second half.
Ainuri's corner, left-footed from the right-hand side. Ipswich have everybody back to defend. It's drilled in and it's headed away by an Ipswich defender, and the referee's seen a shove in there on Johnson and will give Ipswich a free kick.
I'm just trying to watch the replay. I don't think there's much in that.
Such a good hit by João Gomez.
Oh, it was. It was past the keeper.
The fine margins, if you think about Palmer getting back to that back pass and just about got it off the line. The shot from Strand Larsen that looks like it's going through the legs of Palmer and hits one leg, hits the other and goes behind for a corner. And now hitting the post as well.
Totti having a couple of chances. He's missed the one where it's come across the box, and he's got that header as well.
Big powerful header by Agbadou over the top of Delap. Ipswich throw on the halfway line. Their left-hand side.
How long is he taking?
There is Agbadou, across to Totti in the Suffolk sunshine, running it up to halfway. Out to the left-hand side to Ainuri, 10 yards over the halfway line, cutting in field Ainuri into a central position. Now looking to bring Doherty into the attack. João Gomez ahead of him, it goes wide to Semedo. Semedo to cross from deep. Strand Larsen trying to bring it down. Comes to Manetzi on the turn. His initial shot is blocked. Back to Ainuri. Ainuri infield to João Gomez. João Gomez managing to wriggle his way free and come out to the right side and find Semedo. And Semedo's going to have to try and cross it himself. He's dug in a brilliant cross, just too high for Manetzi.
That was a good ball,
Johnson
wasn't it?
can smash it downfield. And that loses his footing to allow Agbadou to get the ball to João Gomez. Lovely little flick from Andre. Back to João Gomez across the centre circle for Totti. This is good pressure from Wolves in the opening 7-8 minutes of the second half. Looking for that equaliser. Ball from João Gomez looking for Larsen. Did that come off O'Shea? And the referee's going to give a free kick to O'Shea. He fell on the ball, knowing that Larsen was going to get round the outside of him. And Larsen is literally hopping mad.
Well, I'm watching it here. He's fell on the ball. Larsen hadn't even touched him. It's unfortunate that I've got, like to say, the replays in front of me, just below me, I should say. But I still think Bellegarde's got to put that ball in from that left-hand side. He's coming on his right foot. Put the ball in. We've got 3 players in there.
Broadhead with a flick on. Agbadou clearing to halfway. Ainuri the wrong side of Johnson. Just getting back to him now on the left-hand touchline, just inside the Ipswich half. Flicked in field to Andre. There's a much more sense of urgency about Wolves as Andre fires a ball into João Gomez, who couldn't quite control. Goes deep into the Ipswich half penalty area. Cleared away by Townsend for a Wolves throw.
Yeah, I think they've just got to take advantage of this now. They're putting some pressure on them and make sure you don't give away anything silly.
Doherty trying to move it forwards in towards the feet of Larsen. Comes back to Doherty. Doherty striking for goal, and he couldn't get across it. And he missed the near post by some margin.
Got to go across the goal there for Doherty. I'm surprised he hasn't. I'm surprised he had done that. Good play from him. Linking up with Larsen.
I think the pressure just does him, doesn't it? The challenge
that
comes in. Palace have scored early in the second half, by the way. They lead Brighton by 2-1. Totti, big powering header over the top of Johnson. Out of play for an Ipswich throw. Just about 20 seconds short of 55 minutes at Portman Road.
Yeah, and look, again, I think that we're dominating a lot of the play, but you've got to take your chances. And this is where you don't let Ipswich back into it. And I think we did much of the same in the first half. Some good play, but then you concede that goal. It's going to cost you. They're working so hard, though, Wolves. They're doing really well.
Yeah, Strand Larson forcing Tuanzebe to turn back infield to O'Shea. Well, Broadhead back to O'Shea, midway inside his own half. Ball infield to Morsey. Challenged by Manetzi. Gives Ipswich the free kick, which they get on with quickly. Kayuste to Burgess and Ciso. Doherty trying to get into him, and Ciso rolled him and looks to run down the Ipswich left. Flicks it infield to Delap. Andre got a challenge in. Ipswich throw. There's plenty of Wolves subs warming up down to our left-hand side. Guedes amongst them. As Delap gets it by the byline, plays it off Doherty, and that's going to be a corner. "56 minutes played at Portman Road in the Premier League. And the sunshine in Suffolk. Wolves trailing by 1-0. Can't afford to concede a soft second from a set piece. Johnson to take it, right-footed from the left, in swinger. In front of the Bobby Robson stand. It's headed goalwards, away by Doherty, not fully away. Delap trying to get it right inside of the box. Under pressure from Totti. To get his cross in, Agbadou just sweeps it away. Hits the roof of the cobbled stand on the far side. Where does he go? Sarabia, Guedes, Huang, Rodrigo, Santis. Looks like he's warming up strongly.
Well, we're going to have to do something because we've got to try and get this back line of Ipswich tested a little bit more. Guedes possibly, because he's a little bit more direct.
Kiyuste's direct long throw, headed away by Doherty from the near post. Tuanzebe back out to the right side to Kiyuste. Looks to lift it into the danger zone. O'Shea climbed up, but his header's a long way wide.
We've had some good play, and we've had some decent play around their penalty area, but for whatever reason, we've just got to try and test him a little bit more. Either the ball in, as I said to you, I thought Bellegarde could have knocked one of the balls in earlier. From the left-hand side, he's come back onto his right foot. We've got 3 players in the penalty area. Put it in there, put it into an area. We've said about like the delivery to him. Give him a chance.
Larson wins a throw from the long kick downfield. Nuri throwing it backwards to Bellegarde, midway inside the Ipswich half. Infield to Andre, further infield to João Gomez. Holding off Broadhead. Support from Bellegarde, now to Andre again. To Agbadou in the centre circle. Turned inside from Enciso and found Doherty. Doherty clipping an inviting cross in. Larson climbing, and it's just looped wide.
I think that's a corner.
It is a corner.
Yeah, I thought that was a corner. He's actually given us something.
Ironic cheers from the away end.
And ironic from me as well. But yeah, I thought the Ipswich player just got his head to that. But that's a better ball in from Doherty. At least he's give Larson a fighting chance to go and get the ball and head it. And look what's come of it, another corner.
Bellegarde's corner, right-footed from the left-hand side. There's a lot of holding going on inside that penalty area. As Bellegarde whips in towards the near post. It's going to bounce through. João Gomez getting to it, right inside of the box. Can he get it back in there? Trying to lift it towards the far post. It's good header away. Comes to Bellegarde, puts it back in. He's endangering his button around. It drops to Nuri. Oh, what a block on there.
Oh, he's got to hit it.
Well, it's gone out for a goal kick.
Nuri's got to swing his right foot at that. He's tried to have a touch on the ball in the 6-yard box. There's loads of players in there. He's got to hit it. Oh, just swing your right foot at it.
You thought there had to be a block. It was on his left foot in the end, but
Oh, he's just got to swing his right foot at that. He's just got to have a swing at it. Was he 6 yards out?
I think it might have come off a defender and back off Nuri. Here's Agbadou lifting forwards. Morsey's going to collect it. High out to Delap on the left-hand touchline on halfway. Back to Townsend under pressure from Manetzi. Flick on by Enciso. Broadhead, brilliant
Great
challenge
tackle
by Totti.
Great tackle from Totti. Well played. Well, they've got all the pressure now, Wolves. It's got to take advantage of it.
Yeah, game's getting more and more stretched. Ipswich getting deeper and deeper. Semedo up to the edge of the box, looking for a 1-2 with João Gomez. Crunching challenge in from Townsend, goal kick. West Ham have equalised against Bournemouth, 1-1 there.
I just think it's good pressure, but you've got to take advantage of it now. And don't give anything away. Got with Ipswich going forward. They've hardly had any of the ball in this second half.
Agbadou wins the battle with Delap on halfway. Andre away from Broadhead in the centre circle. Playing it to his right to Doherty. Doherty under pressure from Enciso, going back to Agbadou. Swept first time to Totti. No movement from the Wolves subs just yet, or maybe there's a message coming down.
Well, I think somebody off the bench has gone down to the subs. He's just come back into the dugout. So I think
João Gomez has a problem. He's going to get a free kick, and Enciso thought he was away. Did he just stand on his foot?
I think he just went down the back of his heel, I think.
Doherty has an issue. He's come to the sideline to get a bit of spray. Got a bit of gel on there, on the right hamstring. Bit of deep heat, is it? Other brands are probably available. Doherty to take the free kick. He's going to just play it inside to Andre. Back to Doherty. So Agbadou inside the centre circle. To his left-hand side to Totti. Totti looking for Nuri, but it was read by Tuanzebe, who nipped in and gets over the halfway line. Delap's a little flick. Doherty got there first, but his touch is just going to go to Townsend. On for Delap. Semedo out-muscles him. That's going to be an Ipswich throw. And I think we're going to get a change.
It looks like Ipswich, isn't it? I think
Rodrigo
Sarabia's
Gomez and Pablo Sarabia coming back. Ipswich are definitely going to make a change. Taylor coming on for Broadhead. Toe in by Semedo to deny Delap. Cleared up towards Larson. Burgess flicking it high back to the midway point of the Wolves half. Headed forwards by Nuri. Larson couldn't quite control. O'Shea sending it out to the right-hand side, and Johnson has time to collect it up against Totti. Trying to go on the outside of him. Lifts his cross in. Sarr couldn't keep it in. It's going to be a corner.
Well, with all the dominance that Wolves have had in the second half, and then Ipswich had 2 or 3 corners say against us, and this is where we've got to make sure we switched on. Doesn't matter how many times you're going to keep possession of the ball and how much possession you're going to have, you've got to defend right. You've got to make sure you don't give them anything, because they, straight from the off, thought this was going to be one of their big threats against Wolves, and it did in a way. The diagonal ball and then the header, and then Delap scoring.
Left-footed corner from the right-hand side from Townsend in swinger. Jose Sarr was fouled on the goal line and does get the free kick. So here come the changes. So Broadhead going off for Taylor. We're going to get Sarabia for Bellegarde.
Well, Doherty's come back over to here again. He's having some spray on his hamstring by the look of it. Doherty.
And it will be Doherty who's replaced for Rodrigo Gomez.
Yeah.
So Semedo's going to go in on the right-hand side of the defensive three, and Rodrigo will play as wing-back.
Well, you've got pace down this right-hand side now, haven't you? Rodrigo Gomez. But he's definitely been feeling something at the back of his leg. Get the ball to Sarabia. Can he pick that pass out?
Welcome back, Rodrigo Gomez. He can produce like he did from this position. That cup game at Bristol City, you might remember.
Yeah.
Ball from him down the line from Manetzi, out towards the corner flag, gets it back to Rodrigo, pulled back to Sarabia, on his left foot, looking to swing across in. Ait Nouri was in there, it came off the head of Tuanzebe, went high in the air. Rodrigo trying to play it forwards, headed away again by Burgess. Agbadou playing it forwards to Andre, lifted out to the right side to Sarabia. Sarabia trying to feed it forwards to Rodrigo, but intercepted by Kayuste. Ball up towards halfway to Delap, turning and inviting Johnson to chase. João Gomez with him. João Gomez gets there first and turns and plays a clever pass to Ait Nouri.
Brilliant from him. Tracked the run up, but had the quality just to pick that pass out as well.
First action for Rodrigo Gomez since Blackburn in the FA Cup. Missed him. Had a couple of unused sub-appearances.
He's been a good player, hasn't he? I've liked it since he's come to the club. His energy and the way that he plays.
Totti, just the left of the centre circle for Agbadou. 66 minutes have been and gone. Wolves still trail. Totti under pressure from Taylor, back to Sarr, passing it out to Agbadou. On the Wolves' right, Agbadou turning in field away from Delap and switching it across for Totti. Forwards to halfway to Ait Nouri. Wolves have had some great chances in this game.
They have. I've liked the way they've been playing, but they've just got to take them. They can't keep missing them.
Clever pass by Agbadou to Manetzi on the turn. Manetzi drilling a low shot and saved by Palmer.
He's going to have to do well to score from there. What is he? 35 yards out, 40 yards. He's going to do well to score from there, Manetzi. He had opportunities to carry it forward as well. I know the keeper made a blunder in the first half, but I don't think he's going to try and score from there.
Totti back to Sarr. He's out of his penalty area. He's going to have to just put his foot through it and kicks it out of play for an Ipswich throw just over the halfway line.
That's all right. He can pick it up or whatever he can, mate, with the rules.
So the midway point of the second half. Johnson's ball forwards. Semedo there ahead of Enciso. Manetzi cushioning a header down. João Gomez just about got it to Totti and got into position to receive the ball again deep inside his own half.
Yeah, and as you just touched on there, deep in our half. Ipswich will be happy with what's out there. It's a great
Big
ball.
diagonal ball from João Gomez. Rodrigo giving chase.
Turn them.
Townsend back by his own corner flag. Will clear to halfway. Enciso let it run. Gets it back from Delap. Semedo in with the challenge. It comes through to Delap. Across comes Agbadou. Oh, and a free kick.
Never.
That is outrageous. I'm sorry. That is outrageous.
That's never a free kick. He's just too strong for him. This referee has given him absolutely everything.
That is a nonsense decision.
No, he's on his way down before he's even got near him.
And people will know that normally it's Tomo that criticises officials, and I try my best not to. But some of the decision-making, the inconsistency today has been baffling. It's simply not a foul. You have to understand that he's going to look for that there and go over because he's losing the ball.
He's done it all. He's done it all game now. But this referee has give Ipswich absolutely everything today. Any 50-50s, he's gone on. He's favoured Ipswich.
Johnson delivers to the far side of the penalty area. I think that came off the head of Semedo. Will be an Ipswich throw. Kayuse is already out there, ready to take the long one. West Ham have completely turned it round. They're now 2-1 up against Bournemouth. Jared Bowen. Can Wolves turn this one round in the final 20 minutes? Kayuste's throw. Awkward. João Gomez out by the left-hand corner flag to try and clear. Headed back in by Morsey. That's a handball by Taylor. Ipswich won the handball, but so now eventually Andre gets the free kick. And he's going to give a yellow card here. He's giving a yellow card to Andre or Semedo.
Well, one of them was telling the referee to book him. I think it's Andre, I think the referees give him a yellow card for suggesting that he should give an Ipswich player a yellow card.
Of course he did.
It's so frustrating, isn't it? As a player, all you want is a fair playing field when you're playing.
Honestly, I know emotions are high with this being such a big, important game. But goodness me, this has been a poor officiating performance. Here's Aït-Nouri. He's been dragged back by Johnson into the penalty area, striking low and saved by Palmer. And Wolves again turn round and say to Peter Banks, when are you going to give us something?
How's it an advantage there? I thought Strictly was on the Saturday night, so he looked like he was on and dancing with him. He had his arms wrapped around him. I just don't think that's an advantage at all, because he's knocked him off his stride by pulling him back. He's blatantly got his arms around him.
It's literally a bear hug to stop him from running into the penalty area. Tuanzebe's throw forwards, Agbadou's header, Andre bringing it down. Back to Agbadou, out on the left-hand touchline, just over halfway. Trying to just dink it forwards towards Larson, headed away by O'Shea. Agbadou forwards again, Manetzi trying to hold it up. Agbadou intercepts. Totti on the left-hand side, back infield to Agbadou. Trying to clip it forwards for the run of Larson. Larson brings it down, left-hand side of the box, back to goal. Trying to clip it to the edge of the area to Sarabia. Sarabia, his initial shot was charged and his second one finds the bottom corner. Pablo Sarabia levels things up at Portman Road. It's Ipswich 1, Wolves 1, and it might be the biggest goal the Spaniard has scored for Wolves. From the edge of the penalty area, second opportunity. He made no mistake.
Yeah, well, all the pressure, all the play that we've had, and it's a scrappy goal to say that, but a great finish from Sarabia. It ricocheted a couple of times off players. And I don't care how it's gone in, but it's gone in. But that's just a ball forward. Great touch from Larson. Great touch. Did really well. Trying to pick out another player. He had an initial shot, didn't he? Come to him, and he's hit it straight through. A couple of the Ipswich defenders, but massive goal. Massive.
Well, Ipswich are trying to suggest that there was a foul in there, maybe a handball or something.
Sure. Well, maybe the referee missed it.
They are checking a possible offside, I'm told.
Oh.
Hee-Chan Wang is stripped and ready to come on for Manetzi.
I don't understand.
Goal given.
Yeah, I was going to say.
1-1.
Well, I'm looking at the replays just in front of us again. Unfortunate to have the TVs in front of it, just below us. Well done.
There was a check on Strand Larson with the initial ball over the top to him. Game on.
Keep going. Don't back off now. You took the game to Ipswich all this half.
Wang is putting his top back on.
Yeah, I think he's come from the hierarchy to my left, just behind us. To just hang on a minute.
Rodrigo's throw. Larson's flick on. Townsend plays the ball in field to Tuanzebe in the centre circle. To Johnson, being closed down by Aït-Nouri and João Gomez, and that'll be an Ipswich throw.
Yeah, just got to keep it going now. Do what they've just been doing throughout this second half. They've dominated the ball. I know they haven't had great chances, but Just got to keep it going. Well played, Andre.
29,549 are here.
Well, it's silenced, isn't it? The Ipswich fans. That's a massive blow to them.
Pablo Sarabia, you beautiful human being.
Yeah. Great substitution, wasn't it?
Only the 7th goal he scored for Wolves. His first since Southampton at home in November. Came in a 2-0 win.
Just want the goalkeeper to try and put his foot on the ball again, so I just need that.
Agbadou being pressured by Enciso, back to Sarr.
Come on, keep being positive. That's what we want. We want this team to keep going. Can we get the winner?
There is Sarabia. Goes backwards to Semedo. Now to Agbadou, just outside the penalty area. Back to Sarr. He's waiting and waiting and waiting, and eventually plays it to Totti. Totti will lift it forwards up towards halfway. Larson nodding it
Well
down
played.
for Manetzi. Manetzi gets away from Kayuste. Out to the right side to Rodrigo Gomez. Wolves have players pouring forwards into the penalty area. It's a great cross in, and Larson's header is just over the top of the crossbar.
There we go. Great play from Rodrigo Gomez down this right-hand side. It's a great ball in. He just couldn't get over the top of it, could he, Larson? Oh. But already it's looked a totally different team, hasn't it? We said at the beginning of the show about putting the ball into areas, give him a chance, and he'll do his best to get on the end of it. And he did exactly that.
Palmer with the goal kick. We have 13 and a half minutes to go, plus time to be added on. Ipswich 1, Wolves 1.
You don't give it away now. You've got yourselves back into the game. We've had most of the possession in this second half, and they've just got to carry it on now. We've got to keep it going. Don't give them any chance.
To chase. Agbadou is quick and alert. Got there, turned and cleared. Aineri looking for João Gomez, and João Gomez just about hung on, but Morsey got a foot in. Andre tidying things up, but he's lost out to Taylor. Morsey flicking it down the line. Taylor, Totti at his back, goes down. Ipswich won a free kick, and for once in this game, it wasn't forthcoming.
Has the referee dropped his whistle or something? Because he blew for everything else.
He was right there, and he said no.
Well, he blew for everything else, hasn't he? But this is where they've got to make sure they keep professional now. See the game out, game management. Just play as you did in this second half.
Players slipping and a misplaced pass. João Gomez in there. It's played forwards. Taylor will give chase, but that's going to go out of play for a throw. Is it which way?
Wolves.
Wolves way.
Yeah, it's Wolves. Played by Ipswich player.
Ordinarily, you wouldn't have to question it, but
yeah,
given the way it's gone today.
To be fair, mate, you got a point. You got a point.
12 minutes to go, plus time to be added on. Can Wolves find a winner? Lifted forwards by Kayuste. Smashed downfield by Agbadou.
Well, put it this way, we're the team that's been most likely to score a winner, but, and I said this at the beginning, they've got somebody up front who can score goals out of nothing, and that's what he did in the first half. I don't think he had much of the ball, and then all of a sudden he just pops up and puts the ball away. That's where they've got to make sure they take care of it and don't give anything away silly.
Townsend, that was a bad pass across to him.
Yeah.
Rodrigo put pressure on, and it's a Wolves throw.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. If you want to kick it out of play, just keep it playing. Now they've got themselves back into it. Professional job now.
We might be seeing a triple change coming here from Ipswich. Jaden Philogene and George Hurst are being readied.
Well, they need the 3 points, don't they?
There's Sarabia across the centre circle to João Gomez on the Wolves left. 10 yards inside the Ipswich half. Out to the touchline to Ainuri. Ainuri up against Johnson. Infield to João Gomez. João Gomez to shoot through the bodies, but too far past the near post.
Yes, He'll be disappointed with that. Good play again, Aitnuri and Joe Gomez down that left-hand side. But he'll be disappointed. He's got it at the target at least, hasn't he? He's better than that. Yeah, they're making the 3 changes, aren't they, Ipswich?
Leif Davis is the other. I think they're going to make 4. Chaplin's ready as well.
Well, they need the 3 points, don't they? They're desperate for the 3 points. Was it 10 minutes left, normal time? They haven't been in this second half. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing when you're looking at it, just because of the way that Wolves have played. I think that Wolves have dominated this second half. I know they've only got themselves that 1 goal, but it's that equaliser what they wanted.
So Townsend off for Davis. Then Liam Delap is being replaced for Hurst.
Well, I'm surprised to take your goal scorer off. But I think that the Wolves have done well against him. Not giving much. I know he got the goal in the first half, but he hasn't really had that much of the ball. I think Agbadu, Totti, Doughty, and now Semedo have took care of him.
Kayuse off for Chaplin.
Just count how many players they've got on, mate, just in case they've got 12. We've had that many subs.
And it was Tuanzebe who went off for Jaden Philogene.
Well, they've put Hurst up front, haven't they, as well now, for Delap.
So he's another big figure, George Hurst. Not a bad player at all, actually. Just unfortunate that Delap's had a season that he's had.
What is it, 13 goals Delap got, or something like that? With today.
Well, thankfully, no more for him today. Here's Davis down the left-hand side. Early cross in. Jose Sarr dives on the ball.
Yeah. Well, Gomez has got to do a little bit better. Rodrigo, that is, down this left-hand side for Ipswich. Got to take care of that now. Got to track him. Right head up from Larson again.
Backtracking from Taylor. Back to his goalkeeper. Palmer puts his foot through it. Agbadu there to play it back over halfway. Here's Strand Larson to his right-hand side to Sarabia. Now out to Rodrigo Gomez. Back to Sarabia, still inside the Ipswich half. Agbadu for Totti on halfway. Trying to play it down the line, deflected, it'll be a throw.
That was a shame there. I say, look, Aitnuri had made a run inside the fullback of Ipswich. And Totti just like deflection on it. But again, it's a good play from that left-hand side with him. I think he's had a good game, Aitnuri, down that left-hand side. He's got more of himself, hasn't he, as an attacking force, Aitnuri. Hasn't gone wandering as much. He's had a little bit in the first half.
Wolves are getting Santi Bueno ready. Here's Rodrigo Gomez. Running forwards down the right side. Chance to try and lift a cross in. Could have gone anywhere. Deflected off O'Shea. Sarabia trying to bring it down on the right side. What a lovely touch. And Sarabia lifting in across. Oh, just too high for Aitnuri. Aitnuri will collect it. Left-hand side of the box. Up against Jaden Philogene. Pulled back to João Gomez. Infield to Andre. Andre trying to lift it towards the run of Sarabia. Back into the danger zone.
Yes.
And scrambled in. And Wolves lead. Jürgen Strand Larsen turns it home. 4 goals in 3. My, oh my, how much we love JSL. In the right place, at the right time, to turn the game on its head. It's a brilliant ball across, and Pablo Sarabia with the deftest of touches to lay it on a plate. And Jürgen Strand Larsen, in the form of his Premier League life, does it again for the old gold.
Yeah, I think he's level, Sarabia. They're looking for an offside down here with the replays, but I think he's level with Larson when he's played it across. Yeah. Well done, Larson. But Sarabi's made a massive difference since come on, has he? Big difference. They've dominated this second half, Wolves, and they've done it right. They haven't allowed Ipswich to go. I know it's gone to VAR and they're looking at it, but I think that Larson's level with Sarabi when he's actually put the ball across. Sarabi's not offside.
Well, Ipswich are confident it is offside.
Well, I'm just trying to see the replay. They haven't given us a really good angle for offside.
Oh.
I think he's level with him now. I'm not sure. It's difficult to see from the angle, but I'm looking down in front of me. No, it wouldn't surprise me if they do rule it off though, but it's close.
Yeah, I think he's off. I would love to be proved wrong.
Yeah.
But from the angles I've seen, it's a massive moment, this.
It is. It is.
Oh, is he behind the ball?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, hello.
I think he's behind it.
From that still, that looks pretty close.
When I'm looking at it, the one just in front of me down here, I think that he's level with it. With Sarabi when he's played it.
Oh.
Yeah.
They are zooming in on the screen that I can see. All eyes on Peter Banks for the nod from Andy Madley.
Yeah, with the way things that the officials have gone already today, you won't be surprised, would you?
Still being checked. And this is intolerable for everybody inside Portman Road.
Well, Santi's coming on anyway, isn't he? By the look of it as well.
Come on.
Come on, give us something today. Come on.
It can't be this close.
Well, clearly with the amount of time that it's took them, it is.
Well, we had that bizarrely long wait at Bournemouth in the FA Cup. We are still trying to draw that line.
Have you got a ruler on you? Have you got a ruler on it? Give it here, I'll draw a line, mate.
I think just give the goal, Tom.
Yeah, just give the goal. I'm with
I
you.
think just give it.
Michael, I'm with you.
Goal given! Yes! And there's a yellow card for Strand Larsen for celebrating in the stand.
How dare you go and celebrate? It's another goal to Larsen, though, isn't it?
Ipswich 1, Wolves 2. What a turnaround. Now they have to see the job through.
Late Nuri's going off, so Rodrigo Gomez has gone to left back. Semedo will come out to right back and Santi will drop into the back line. This will be a massive win if we get this.
There are Ipswich fans leaving.
I'm not surprised.
They don't believe.
Well, they've had everything in the game so far anyway. So. Well, that's just got to keep going now. Professional job. They'll just bombard it, but Wolves have dominated this second half for me. And they've got themselves the 2 goals. Sarabia being...
Davis with a long throw in towards the Wolves penalty area. One in the air by Santi to the edge of the box. Comes through to Jaden Philogene. Trying to find some space to shoot. Cleared away by Agbadu. Picked up by Johnson just out of the centre circle. We've got less than 2 minutes left of the 90 to play. There will be plenty of time to be added on. This pain isn't over just yet. Andre losing possession. Jaden Philogene on, but that's going to be a free kick for Ipswich, and Andre may have hurt himself in the process.
Yeah, just got to withstand this now. Is it just under a minute and a half of normal time left? But there'll be quite a bit, I think, stoppage. Probably about 6 minutes or so, 7 maybe. Andre's in a little bit of distress over that far side.
Wherever you are in the world, Wolves fans, whatever you are doing, do not move. Wolves fans making the noise. We are ticking down, 45 seconds of the 90 to go. And Ciso and Leif Davis stood over the ball. Sarabia, one-man wall, 5 yards outside the corner of the penalty area. Ipswich piling players into the box. Remember, they likely need to score 2.
Yeah, they have. Just got to stand strong there, though. Just do it
Davis, left-footed, delivered in, headed away by
header.
Manetzi. João Gomez giving chase, and Ciso over there. And Ciso able to turn. João Gomez flicks the ball in field, and he got a free kick. Dived over the leg of Nelson Semedo, who gets a yellow card.
Oh, that's the first one the referees give us. Yeah, well done, referee, then. All is forgiven so far. 7 minutes, I said, didn't I? 7 minutes.
Oh, it's not Semedo who got the yellow, it was in Ciso.
No, it was in Ciso for diving. Play down this corner now. Let's saw. See out the game now. Nothing silly. Don't put the ball in danger. And again, feel so pleased for Larson as well, having again another goal.
Big long ball forwards. Larson, he was lucky he's had a little kick at Burgess there. Don't get yourself sent off now, Jorgen. O'Shea's ball, that's going to be intercepted by Rodrigo Gomez, who read it superbly, driving down the left-hand side. Rodrigo Gomez pulling it back to João Gomez. Larson, the edge of the box. João Gomez again trying to wriggle his way through. Comes to Rodrigo, now Manetzi, Sarabia. Keep the ball, Andre, back to Totti. Take no chances at this stage. Andre, back to Sarabia, into his own half, to Agbadu.
Yeah, well done.
There's a foul on Sarabia late.
Is that not a booking off the ball?
5.5 minutes to play of the time being added on. Ipswich 1, Wolves 2.
Well, they're standing next to our right-hand side. There's a load of fans gone, haven't they, to the right-hand side. A lot of empty seats now.
Vitor is still in his. Susie Perry has been in touch.
Where in the world is she now?
I don't know, but she says, pass Vitor a pint, Mikey, bypass Tomo. Totti in with a challenge on Hurst, who takes a tumble. Free kick Ipswich. Right on the right-hand touchline, 5 yards inside the Wolves' half. Chris G says that'll do nicely, although I missed the goal commentary as my phone switched from the French to Swiss network. Sarabia's brilliant little cushion cross as Manetzi is fouled inside the penalty area.
Well, the Ipswich players just run straight into him. The referee swung towards us in the last 5 minutes or so, hasn't he?
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. I've always said he's having a good game.
I thought that as well. I thought he's very good.
Really good performance.
These officials do really well. VAR's great as well.
Sarri's been told to take it back a couple of steps.
Okay, all right, no problem at all.
4 minutes left to play. Sar's kick downfield. It'll be a free header for Burgess. Manetzi challenges for the second. Drops to Andre, right inside of the centre circle. Being tracked by Morsey. Oh, Rodrigo Gomez slipped, but the ball still reached him. And he's trying to hold off Jaden Philogene, and he's past him. He's got support from João Gomez. Rodrigo Gomez, left-hand side of the box. The deflection comes through to Larson. João Gomez was trying to get there. Larson still challenging, and it's just hooked away by Taylor, desperately for Ipswich. Andre going to the loose ball, holds off Philogene. João Gomez on the left-hand side. We have 3 minutes left to play.
Wolves are making another change as well, I think.
Yeah, Nasa Jiga about to come on. Jose Sarr to launch the ball downfield. Davis with a quick throw into Morsey. Running across the centre circle from left to right, finds Johnson. Johnson will play it out to the feet of Jaden Philogene. Blocked off by João Gomez, infield to Totti. Now to Andre. To João Gomez on the left-hand side. Backwards to Rodrigo Gomez. Infield to Totti Gomez. Flipped forward to Jorgen Strand-Larsen Gomez. Or Ben Johnson Gomez, who cares?
Yeah, just full of Gomez's, mate.
There's Enciso. 10 yards over the halfway line, trying to clip it forwards. Little flick on by Chaplin, headed away by Totti. João Gomez trying to flick it forwards to Larson. Oh, Larson on his feet taken from him by Morsey. Wolves free kick. 2 minutes left to play.
2 players down. Late challenges from Ipswich. A little bit of a rush now for Ipswich. Again, as the stand's empty to our left and right as we're looking.
And it's Strand-Larsen who will be replaced by Nasser Giga. You big, gorgeous Norwegian, you.
I'm pleased for him. Got another goal, hasn't he?
Well, what a contribution in the last 3 games.
Yeah.
2 at Southampton, the winner on Tuesday night, and now what looks to be the winner here on such a big occasion on this Saturday afternoon.
Well, that's putting on 11 goals as well now, isn't it? So he's done well. 4 goals in the last 4 games, is it?
4 goals in 3.
3, sorry. He's done well. He's done well. We said at the beginning of the show that he seems to have had that bit of a break with injuries or whatever, but he seems to have come back a lot better for it.
So Giga will just slot in as another body at the back. Sarabia flicking it for João Gomez. 45 seconds to go.
He's made a massive difference since he come on.
And João Gomez wins a free kick.
Sarabia made a massive difference since he come on.
Yeah, scored 1, made 1.
Yeah, but also as well, he's been involved in a lot of the play. Just keeping the ball moving, just keeping possession of the ball. Well, I think Hurst is having a little bit of a thing to Agbadou there.
Well, they were very chirpy early on, Ipswich,
Yeah,
weren't they? When they were leading 1-0. Delap was giving Agbadou some.
Yeah. You've got to be careful about that because it can always come back and bite you, can't it? And that's the thing.
Seconds remaining. We're in added time at Portman Road. Sarabia lifting it forwards. Johnson got a toe to it before Rodrigo. Infield to Morsey. Back to O'Shea. Swept out to Davis on the left-hand side. Still deep inside his own half. Infield to Morsey. Flick to Taylor. Whistles from the away end as Manetzi goes chasing down on the goalkeeper. Not the best of kicks out to O'Shea, who just about found it to Johnson. Launched forwards up towards Hurst. Brenner at his back. The offside flag is up.
That'll do. I think that'll be it. And I think the Wolves players know that as well, Andre. His arms in the air. Just put it straight into the far corner.
Stand by, everybody. We are so nearly there.
Look at those Wolves fans in front of us as well. Singing "We Are Staying Up." There's the end of the game.
Yes, there it is. A monumental victory for Vitor Pereira's Wolves. The head coach forced to celebrate behind us in the press box. Banned from the touchline today. But what a fantastic result. What a win. To come from behind and win this game shows an immense level of character and grit and determination from those in Old Gold. 4 unbeaten, 3 wins in a row, 12 points clear now. They are not mathematically safe, but they have taken a gigantic leap towards survival. On an afternoon where they dare not lose, they were trailing for so long, and they showed the spirit that we so desired and deserved. Wolves come from behind to beat Ipswich by 2 goals to 1.
And the